About 8 years ago, a humble gentleman named Leonard Mason Smith, a resident of Pine Island, Florida, died at the age of 86. Smith was a veteran of World War II and the Korean War, and he had a career as a management executive. In an obituary published by the Pine Island Eagle, fine newspaper, by the way, his family wrote, "Leonard hated pointless bureaucracy, thoughtless inefficiency, and bad ideas born of good intentions. He loved his wife, admired and respected his children, and liked just about every dog he ever met. He will be greatly missed by those he loved and those who loved him." In lieu of flowers, the family asked that you cancel your subscription to the New York Times. Now, we have a modest suggestion for any future patriot considering their own last will and testament. In lieu of flowers, purchase a subscription to the New York Sun. Now, we say this with due respect to the Times. We wish no ill to that towering institution of American journalism. We're honored even to count Times staffers among New York Sun alumni and among our welcome guests tonight. But we say this for the many millions of Americans who have not found a home in the country's papers of record. We stand here tonight presenting a meaningful alternative, and we invite you all to be a part of building it. In truth, it's in our blood. When the Sun was founded back in 1833, it was also at a time when many Americans were disconnected from the press. Newspapers were hard to get, they were unaffordable, and they were irrelevant to most. The Sun launched as the first penny daily, accessible to everyone. Soon it introduced the first paperboys, changed the face of modern newspapering. It pioneered news syndication, human interest stories, personal ads, crime reporting, fashion coverage, and front-page headlines. The Associated Press was established in its newsroom. It employed the first woman in American journalism. It became the most read newspaper in the world. And now we're back. And we're back to fulfill a promise. It's a promise we made to readers on our first day of publication. It's enshrined in those immortal words that adorn the Sun's iconic masthead. We are back to shine for all. To shine for all. We aspire like I said, the maestro. We aspire to shine for readers of the Times, yes, as Seth has noted, and also the truck driver in the MAGA hat, the Hasidic team in Brooklyn who doesn't even read newspapers, the retirees in, say, Arizona who are watching their life savings evaporate in the heat of inflation. Will shine for the sturdy Ukrainians fighting for their future, the Israelis battling a new wave of Palestinian terror, the Afghan girls seeking an education, and New Yorkers of all races betrayed by law enforcement that has gone soft on crime in our streets. And Mr. Mayor, we hope you'll be taking the lead. We trust you'll be taking the lead. And as Sun biographer once wrote, and Dan likes to point out, we will be hard-hitting from the shoulder on proper occasions. Now, many of you, including some of the titans of journalism among us, might be wondering if we have what it takes to deliver on this grand pledge. So to those skeptics, please know that at the Sun we draw our inspiration from the architects of history's most unlikely victories. Like David in the valley of Elah, like Alexander surveying the plains of Gaugamela, like the Maccabees of ancient Israel, the Patriots of 1776, like the British Airmen of 1941, and the mighty defenders of Kiev and Mariupol today. We know, like them all, we know that our strength lies not in our numbers nor in brute force, but in the power of our conviction, the sharpness of our focus, the precision of our tools, and the glory of our idea. We know that the fortitude of any newspaper is not measured by market cap or cash on hand, but in the hearts and minds of its editors and its journalists. We know that a newsroom can be vast, but its ideas limited. We also know that a newsroom can be limited, yet its ideas vast. We know that a newspaper can have wide circulation and narrow representation, and also that a plucky new upstart can speak for the compounding frustrations of American democracy. Yes, as Seth has noted, our venture is surrounded by Goliaths, but we rather like our trusty slingshot. Thank you all for being here tonight, for showing your solidarity as we embark on this consequential journey. Thank you for standing with the New York Sun. Thank you for standing with David.